I'm in gray because I'm grouchy. Why am I grouchy? Well, I didn't lose money today. I had a good day, but there's things happening right now that not only are scary, horrifying, not fun, but things happening that people are, I think, on the wrong page with, and that's specifically around this GameStop situation. So I said yesterday in my video that I thought it was cool that people had hopped on this and, over the past year or so, gotten something to happen, something rolling in this GameStop situation and putting some pressure on certain funds. And, the whole idea behind this GameStop situation was, let's let the little guy win. And I'm all about that, because I think the banks do manipulate the market. The banks don't want us to have money. The banks' whole ordeal is to make us slaves. So obviously anything that is going to benefit the little guy, the retail investor, to make some money and to build a future for him or herself, I like that. But now we're getting to the point where people are not aware of the power of the banks. Like I said yesterday, I get the math behind, but do you realize that, GameStop isn't being traded at this moment today and yesterday. It wasn't retail investors. We were restricted. We weren't even able to buy the shit. I bought AMC, when I could yesterday, and I sold it today. Because to me, well, you look at the volume going on in these stocks, and you tell yourself, well, if everybody on Robinhood can only buy one GameStop or two GameStop stocks, and all these other platforms are restricting, is it really the little guy buying GameStop, or is it the big guy buying GameStop? And who's going to be the bag holder? Because there has to be some sort of bag holder. Now, I get that the initial intent was make the hedge funds who are shorting the stock the bag holders, but from what I can tell right now, they're going to keep manipulating, keep restricting this whole game, and there's no nirvana out there for the retail investor. It's like I'm on the phone with TD Ameritrade. Close my account today. I'm done. I'm not going to stand for not being able to trade. I said yesterday about, other restrictions, and it's just, to me, it's ridiculous. And so I'm looking for a new platform to trade. And I'm out of the market. So what does this mean for my view on where the market's going? Well, the trend is still higher. We've had like a 3-4% correction right now. Really nothing. But I like being out of the market here because what I see building up between this GameStop and this whole retail investor crowd and Wall Street and all the other actors in this market is just a little, not saying that the retail investors have the power to push down the market, but if the sentiment does get to that point, you could see bigger people starting to say, I'm scared about this from a social perspective, not from an economic or banking perspective or stock perspective. And that could have some sort of effect moving forward. And what do we know about February? It's a historically weak month. So this was the last trading day of January. No. Yeah. Monday is the 1st of February. So this is the last trading day of January. We had a great January. What I'm seeing right now is, maybe the market keeps pulling back here a little bit, and middle of February, early February, we get some opportunity to go long this market again. But to people that want to have money invested in the market, that want to make money, here's what I'll say. I have assets outside of my brokerage account that are based on my fundamental thesis about the dollar, going down. Obviously, I don't need to say what these assets are. You already know what they are. Okay. Thank you. Next time I want you to say it. So I'm not concerned about being out of this market. If the dollar crashes tomorrow, I got enough money in cryptocurrencies that it's not going to matter. So I mean, I see a lot of traders, and this is something that I had trouble with, is, again, and I've said this, trading based off of the big one, being like, oh, well, I always have to be positioned. Well, don't position yourself with options, which are losing value every single day that your trade doesn't play out. Because, granted that, the possibility of the big one is priced into that option to some degree, but it's such a low probability that almost all the time you're going to lose money. So trade better trends or trade the trend. There's no trend with the big one. It just is. And it's going to start in the debt market. So people getting scared about the stock market are either trying to deceive you or they don't understand the market. That's that. Okay. Because, I mean, the size of the stock market and then the size of the debt and the forex market are magnitudes bigger, and we don't even know how big they are, but it's much bigger, and that's what really drives the underlying prices of everything, is the debt market. So that's where you're going to see a sell-off in the debt market occur. So, when you have the assets for the big one, you don't need to prepare in your brokerage account. You can sit in cash for a while, just say, whatever comes. There's always going to be an opportunity, and if the market, let's say the market went up on Monday and the dollar kept dropping and it seemed like this GameStop situation and these small stocks was cooling out and, everything was okay, maybe I would open up a little bit of a position if I even have my account. That's why I'm trying to get in contact with these people. They canceled my withdrawal. What is that? I don't know. I mean, am I on some list? I don't know. I should be. But, yeah, so like I said, I think we're in a little limbo phase, so just let it play out. Let the water sift, let it fall to the valley, and then it'll rise back up again with the next evaporation. But don't think you're going to get just rich off of playing GameStop. It's not how this works. And don't think that you have the power, okay? And I don't like disempowering people, but I like being honest with people. You don't have the power to actually move the entire market. The amount of money in the hands of the banks is so much bigger than what you have. So, yeah, that's about it. So we sold off the market. I'm sitting out this one, closed all my positions. And we'll see what happens over this weekend. We'll see if there's any news. Right now the only story I see is on this GameStop stuff. So look for distractions. Look for other things to come in. Look for it to be played off. Look for some resolution. That's what I'm looking for. If fear keeps building up, that's when I'm gonna keep saying, okay, I'm gonna take a step back, and add to my gold, silver, crypto positions instead of being in this market. So, hey, that's it. That's all I got for you today. I will probably be doing a video on Sunday, but tomorrow is my day off. A long week. I hope you got a good weekend ahead of you. Good stuff. Talk to you later.